Hey, y'all. Today we're back with Julie, one of our very valued members of the Marketing Moms community. And when we were interviewing her, we started talking about time-saving tips. So today we are going to be talking about 3 time-saving tips for moms with businesses.
Balancing building a successful business and being a superstar mom is hard, and yet, in today's digital world, it's more common than ever.
The question becomes, how do we successfully grow a business and children at the same time?
Join us for a candid conversation as we share our insights into marketing and motherhood. I'm Angela Reeder.
And I'm Jessie Valle. Welcome to the Marketing Moms Podcast.
All right. So, just like our intro says, we wanted to have a candid conversation about the realities of working on businesses, but also being moms. And so, I think that the conversation we had with Julie, whose information, if you're curious on learning more about her, is down in the description below. But she is a social media manager, has been one for a few years now, and just it's hard, trying to balance
Yeah.
motherhood and business and all the things.
Yeah, I think we run into that a lot. It's something that comes up a lot with, I don't have time to do a business. I don't have time to manage a house and kids and this and that. And I know even like before I started a business, I felt like I didn't have time for the stuff I had on my plate, let alone adding something extra to my plate. So it's definitely time-saving tips comes up a lot when people are asking for, especially in the early stages of business, how do I make this work? How do I manage everything so that nothing's getting left out or forgotten, or, I don't feel guilty about spending time on this thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and jump into our conversation with Julie and just kind of pick up there where we were talking about saving time.
Well, I think it's hard too because I was talking to my husband this morning actually because we're, walking through all kinds of things that we're sorting through. And I was like, I can't take my mom cap off. I'm always thinking as a mom. I only think about what is best for the 3 kids that live in my house, like how is this going to work with their school? How is this going to work with homework? How is this going to work with this vacation or this project? And so you feel like if you are, or you can easily feel like if you are focused on your work and your career, then you're sacrificing your kids. You're sacrificing your life as a mom. And that is awful. And like, I love being a mom. I don't want to sacrifice anything for my kids so that I can advance my career. I want my career to support what I want for my kids, And so you kind of feel like you have to pick one or the other. You can't have both, but you just have to figure it out for your own house,
What's your number one tip for saving time with running a business while being a mom?
For me, I have to make a list of priorities. Otherwise, I'm not going to get anything done. And so if I don't know at the very beginning of the day, sometimes you have, like for me, I have to the night before make my list of this is everything that needs to get done on Tuesday. This is everything that needs to get done on Wednesday, so that by the time that day rolls around, I already know this is what I've got to do. If I don't do that and I end up, getting distracted and scrolling social media or, trying to put out this fire with my kids or whatever it is, you can easily become so distracted by things that are time suckers. Like it takes 0 time for you to jump on your Instagram. And I'm in social media marketing, so I'm on social media all the time. And it takes 0 time for me to get distracted and go onto my account or follow that person that I wanted to follow or jump on that giveaway or whatever it is. And then I'm like, oh, wow, 20 minutes just went by. And I like, how did that happen? So I think that making sure that you stay on task and keep your priorities for that day in check, that is really going to help prioritize your time. And like what I have found is that I get my jobs done faster that way, and then I have more time to dedicate to mindless scrolling or whatever I want to do that day.
Yeah, I find myself getting really distracted easily too. And I've had to set time limits on my
Yes.
social media, like on my phone, where it will automatically shut me out. Otherwise, I will scroll for an hour and be like, oh, yeah, I was doing this other thing.
Yeah, I have timers on my phone all the time. Like I have alarms set for when I need to do things, and then I have timers of, okay, I'm giving myself 10 minutes to do this chore, and then once that 10 minutes is over, I have to get back to work or
Yeah.
whatever. And it helps me for sure.
Yeah, I have my kids make fun of me because I have like 8 alarms that go off on my phone every day. To like, you got to put the kids on the bus, you got to get the kids off the
Yes.
bus, you have a meeting right now.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it is very easy to get distracted.
Absolutely.
All right. So I feel like there were kind of 2 time-saving tips right in there. So
Yes.
maybe this episode is going to be 4
Or
time-saving
you get a
tips.
bonus tip.
Yeah, or 3 plus bonus. So Julie was very specific in saying that she sets her priorities, right? So that her time-saving tip is to set those priorities and keep them in check throughout the day. And then the bonus tip was kind of set alarms on your phone, right? It's a time-saving tip because if you do start mindlessly scrolling or working on something, it's so easy to let time slip. But if there's an alarm that's like, beep, 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 oh, hey, your time's up, get back on track. It's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Instead of wasting 30 minutes on social media, that was just 10.
Right. Yeah, for sure. The time limits on the phones and the alarms have been a lifesaver for me. I've used them for several years. Um, well, the time limits are new, but the alarms I've used for a long time.
Yeah.
And they just kind of stay on my phone, and, I turn them off over the summer if it's for school or whatnot. But yeah, definitely a huge help to keep on track through the day.
All right. So, what other time saving tips do you have, Angela?
My other big time saving tip is to make a snack cabinet for your kids. My kids have a snack cabinet, so on one of the bottom cabinets so they can get into it. Any of the snacks they're allowed to have live in there. They have a drawer in our fridge that they can reach that has any of the like cold snacks and drinks they're allowed to have. And if they want a snack and it's in their snack cabinet, they can have it. And we have a little sign that says open and closed. And if the sign says open, they can have a snack. And if the sign says closed, they can't have a snack because it's usually almost dinner time or something like that. And it saves so much time of having to stop what I'm doing to, Mom, can I have a snack? Can I have this? Am I allowed to have that?
Yeah.
What if I wanted a, So, yeah. So that's my big time saving tip. And it sounds silly and it sounds a little lazy, and it is. It's a little lazy,
No,
but it has
smart.
definitely saved me a ton of time stopping and getting up from my desk 800 times to get a snack for my kids.
I love that. So, my oldest has kind of just reached that age where she can open the packages by herself, but my youngest still can. So, sometimes it's, you can have a snack, but make your sister open it, or he'll like bring it to me and then I can open it.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously have to work the snack cabinet to
Sure.
fit your family. All of Angela's kids are old enough to open the package.
Yeah, my kids are all old enough to open the package. They will still sometimes bring me a package to open, but even that takes less time
It's
than
true.
getting up, going to the kitchen, getting the snack out of the cabinet, opening the package. So, yeah.
Yeah, I need that open close sign because I tell you, inevitably, it's, "Mommy, can I have a snack?" And I'm like, "Dude, we're eating in 10 minutes." "No." "But I'm so hungry." "You can wait 10
You
minutes."
can wait 10 minutes. Yes, the open and close sign has been amazing because they've, at this point now, they just don't question it. They're just like, oh, it says closed, I can't have a snack. Or, oh, it says open, it's fine. And they like to switch the sign around. So I don't even have to get up to do that. I can just ask whichever one is in the kitchen, turn the sign over to closed or open up the kitchen. And they think it's awesome.
Yeah. You have a fancy sign, though, which I love.
I do have a fancy. Maybe I can put a little video of it on Instagram or something because
Yeah,
it is
you
super
should.
amazing. My
It's so
husband bought
cool.
it for me, and I'm so excited.
It's so cool, you guys. Um, the other thing is having, yeah, like you said, having the kids not have to even ask you or question it. They're just like, "Oh, kitchen's open. Oh, kitchen's closed." It's kind of like um, those lights for your toddlers where it's like, okay, if it's a green light, you can come out of your room after your nap. And, if it's, yellow, it's almost time. I mean, my kid would probably never pay attention to that. So I've never bought the sign or anything. But I think that, yeah, the, it's less time. It's also less stress on you because you don't have to be the one to say no snacks. Like that's what I'm stuck in right now. Is the guilt of
Right.
saying no snacks.
Yeah. 15 times a day. No, you can't have a snack.
Mhm. But the sign does all the heavy lifting for you. It's kinda
Yes.
like when sometimes I'll put time limits or turn off my kids' tablets because Amazon has a really great parent dashboard, and I can do it
Yes.
there, and the tablet says, "Oh, your time's up for the day." So it's like
Like, oh
Amazon told my
no.
kids no instead of
Yes.
me.
Yep. The tablet says it's time for bed.
Yes. Okay, so my time-saving tip is actually I kind of heard Julie kinda touch on it, which is she was saying, like, it's really hard to have both worlds of business and parenthood. So for me, my tip is letting go, setting your expectations so that you can be a mom and you can be a business owner. You can have both. I didn't say it was easy, but you can do both. So for me, my tip is to set the expectation that when you're working, it's okay to focus on working and just get things done. And then when you're parenting, it's okay to just focus on parenting and not worry about work. I understand that both of it's not like a big division of work and life. Like it's all your life. But having the expectation that when I'm working, I don't have to worry about the kids, like worry about not playing with them. And when I'm playing with the kids, I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm not working right now. Having that division and accepting that both of those are part of your life. You want them to be part of your life. And let's be honest, when you focus on your business, you're teaching your kids right then that it's okay to have ambition. It's okay to work and do
Yes.
things for the family. If you are constantly bad mouthing your business, basically, or,
Right.
your kids pick up on that too. So lately, my daughter's been asking me, "So, mommy, what'd you do at work today?" And instead of doing the regular school thing like, stuff,
Yeah, stuff.
I've been trying to be like, well, this is something I did today. And not only does it kind of expand her mind or on what kinds of things constitute as work, but it
Hmm.
also lets me open up and share my day with her and be excited about it. And hopefully, when I ask her about school, the same will happen. Not,
Yes.
it was fine.
Yeah,
What'd you learn?
stuff.
I don't know. Really? A
Yeah.
whole day? You learn nothing? I don't know. Until it's bedtime. Then you can't shut
Oh,
them up.
yes, at bedtime, and it's like, "I wanna tell you everything that happened all day." Yeah. Well, and it's also first of all, it helps both your business and your family when you can really focus on the one or the other. But another thing that I've gotten into with my kids being school-aged is it's important for them to see that there are times to do a thing. Like, there
Mhm.
are times you can play and have fun and do all the stuff, and there are times you have to sit down and do homework. And you have to be focused on the homework. So modeling that by being focused on my business during business time can be really helpful, or at least has been helpful for some of my kids, because I can show them, okay, it's time for me to work. I'm going to focus on work. I'm not going to get distracted by the TV or sucked into my phone or playing with a fidget on my desk. I have to do work now. And okay, it's time for homework. We're going to sit and we're going to focus on homework. And so just sort of that modeling behavior, I think, can be really helpful as well.
It's funny you say that when it relates to kids, because I immediately thought of coworkers or the people you work with at the same time, because it's like there are times and places where you can open up and show your personality to get to know someone, especially in the online space. You want to have those times where you can joke around and this and that. But if that's all you do, people are going to get annoyed with you quick.
Yeah.
So you have that time to be jokey, but then you get down to business and people respect you for that. Like, let's get to the point. Let's get the thing done, move on. Because there are some people, there's obviously different types of people in the world, but the people that I like, the people who will find the time to joke for a couple minutes and then get down to business. Those are my favorite types of people, because the ones that just keep joking, it's like, okay, why did we have another meeting?
Yes. It's another meeting that could be an email.
A meeting that could have been an email. Yes. Okay, so our 3 time-saving tips for moms with businesses are: number 1, set priorities to keep your day in check. Number 2, have a snack cabinet so that things will flow easily in your home. And number 3, setting the expectations that it's okay to work when you're working and play when you're playing, and you don't have to worry about the other all the time. And our bonus tip, which is setting alarms and reminders on your phone. There's no shame in keeping you on task and not forgetting to get your kids off the bus.
Exactly.
What kind of tips do you all have? I'm really curious, because I feel like time-saving tips are literally everywhere. I would love it if you guys let us know over on Instagram, where Angela's going to do a video of her
the
cool open and close sign. I can't wait. That thing is so cool. But head over to Instagram and let us know what your time-saving tips are, because sharing is caring, people. Or email us in and we'll make the Instagram post for you. But yeah, this was a really fun episode because I'm an organization and time-saving junkie. All right, until next week, we will see y'all later. Bye.
Thank you for joining us today. We're so honored this is where you chose to spend your time.
If this episode helped you in some way, please share it with another mom who needs to hear it. We're in this together.
And if you're ready for next steps, free goodies, and more, head over to marketingmomspodcast.com.
We'll see you next week.